Imagine a world where the Titanic completed its maiden voyage. What secrets would the ship reveal? How would history have shifted if tragedy had been averted that fateful April night? Today, we'll dive into this intriguing alternate reality and uncover a story of what could have been. Make sure to stay until the end. You won't want to miss the surprising twists in this fascinating tale. In this video, we'll explore the untold possibilities if Titanic had safely arrived in New York. We'll journey through the ship's creation, its passengers' lives, and the ripple effects of a disaster that never was. From politics to culture, the implications might surprise you. So, let's set sail on this voyage of imagination. The Titanic, the largest ship of its time, was a marvel of engineering and luxury. Built by Harland and Wolff in Belfast, the ship symbolized human progress and ambition. Its maiden voyage from Southampton to New York began on April 10, 1912, with over 2,200 passengers and crew on board. Titanic was hailed as unsinkable, a claim that would soon be tragically disproved. On April 14, 1912, the ship struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic. Within hours, the unsinkable vessel sank, claiming over 1,500 lives. This disaster led to sweeping changes in maritime safety, including lifeboat requirements and iceberg patrols. Titanic's story became one of hubris and heartbreak, immortalized in books, films, and collective memory. But what if Titanic's crew had heeded the iceberg warnings? Perhaps the ship slowed down or altered its course just in time. Let's imagine an alternate scenario where Titanic reached New York, intact and triumphant, on April 17, 1912. Upon arrival, Titanic's luxurious design and unmatched size would have dominated headlines. Wealthy passengers like John Jacob Astor IV and Benjamin Guggenheim would have become even more celebrated, their stories of opulence captivating the public. The ship's success would solidify White Star Line's reputation, setting a new standard in transatlantic travel. Crowds would gather to glimpse the ship and its elite passengers, sparking an era of unprecedented fascination with ocean liners. The ship's safety record would likely have sparked debates. Was Titanic truly unsinkable or just lucky? Maritime engineers and architects would scrutinize the ship's design, seeking to replicate its success while ensuring future ships avoided even the perception of risk. Conferences and publications on shipbuilding would surge, focusing on Titanic as a model of excellence. Innovations in ship design, like advanced hulls and watertight compartments, might become standard far earlier than in our timeline. The survival of Titanic's passengers would have profound implications. Figures like Astor, a real estate magnate, and Guggenheim, a mining tycoon, would continue shaping industries. Their investments might have accelerated urban development and innovation in early 20th century America. Imagine the skyscrapers rising even faster in cities like New York, with Astor's visionary projects leading the way. Could Titanic's survival inspire a golden age of urban architecture? Guggenheim's influence in the arts could result in an earlier flourishing of modernist movements, reshaping cultural landscapes globally. Titanic's journey would also impact class relations. The ship's stark division between first-class luxury and third-class hardship became a focal point after the disaster. Without the tragedy, would society have ignored these inequalities? Or would public fascination with Titanic's passengers still spotlight the vast divide? Perhaps investigative journalists would dig into the disparities, sparking early movements for social reform. Photographs and memoirs from third-class passengers might fuel debates, pushing for improved conditions for immigrants and workers globally. Politically, Titanic's safe arrival might influence international relations. The ship's journey symbolized connections between Europe and America, with its safe crossing reinforcing optimism about globalization and industrial progress. What if Titanic became a symbol of unity, inspiring diplomatic cooperation between nations? Banquets and gatherings on board might serve as diplomatic events, fostering relationships between influential figures from different continents. The absence of Titanic's sinking might delay crucial maritime reforms. Without a catalyst for change, ships might continue operating with insufficient lifeboats and lax safety protocols, risking future disasters. Imagine an alternate disaster striking another ship years later, perhaps even more devastating due to complacency. This might result in belated and more extreme regulatory measures affecting the maritime industry's evolution. Cultural perceptions of the ocean and travel would shift. Titanic's legend, shaped by its tragic fate, becomes one of success and innovation. Would we still view the sea as a mysterious, dangerous force, or as a mere obstacle to human progress? Perhaps poets and writers would romanticize the ocean as a symbol of human triumph rather than peril. Titanic's story might inspire a wave of literature celebrating human ingenuity, redefining narratives about man's relationship with nature. Imagine Titanic becoming a living museum of luxury. Tourists would flock to see its grand staircase, opulent dining rooms, and state-of-the-art amenities. The ship might inspire a wave of high-seas tourism, reshaping the industry for decades. Cruises could evolve into floating palaces, catering to an ever-growing demand for luxury travel. Lavish themed events and exclusive onboard experiences could redefine leisure for the wealthy elite. The lives of Titanic's passengers ripple outward in unexpected ways. Consider Violet Jessup, a stewardess who survived multiple shipwrecks, including Titanic. In this reality, she becomes a symbol of the ship's lucky crew, her fame inspiring young women to pursue maritime careers. Or perhaps Jack Phillips, the wireless operator, becomes a pioneer in radio communication, revolutionizing how ships stay connected. His advancements might lead to an earlier development of global communication networks, influencing World War I communication strategies. The media landscape would also change. Titanic's safe arrival would spawn stories of glamour and triumph rather than loss and despair. Films and books might celebrate human ingenuity instead of warning against arrogance. Imagine an early Hollywood blockbuster centered on Titanic as a beacon of human achievement, inspiring generations. The ship might serve as a setting for romantic dramas, detective stories, or adventure tales, cementing its place in pop culture as an icon of success. As we explore this alternate reality, we see how one event can alter history's course. From economic growth to cultural shifts, the ripple effects of Titanic's survival are vast and unpredictable. Would the ship's safe arrival create a new narrative of hope and progress, or merely mask the dangers lurking beneath human ambition? This alternate history forces us to question the delicate balance between progress and humility. Reflecting on this scenario, we recognize the importance of historical events in shaping our world. Titanic's legacy, rooted in tragedy, teaches us lessons about humility and progress. In this alternate timeline, those lessons might be lost, replaced by unchecked ambition. Would this lead to greater achievements or unforeseen disasters? Could humanity's overconfidence in technology ultimately backfire, setting the stage for larger-scale catastrophes? Imagine the ripple effects on personal lives. Families reunited, stories untold, and lives forever changed by Titanic's safe arrival. What if the stories of love, loss, and survival became tales of adventure, hope, and resilience? Would we see Titanic as a metaphor for humanity's ability to overcome challenges? Survivor memoirs might shift from tragedy to triumph, inspiring generations to dream big and take risks. So, what do you think? Would a world where Titanic survived be better, or just different? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this journey through an alternate reality, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating what-if scenarios. Thank you for watching. Join us next time as we explore another twist in the fabric of reality. Until then, keep questioning, keep imagining, and keep discovering the endless possibilities of alternate worlds. Remember, history is not just a record of what happened, but a canvas for imagining what could have been. See you in the next video.